Hello, good morning. Panagdait. I am Melvin M. Katipay, the discussant of the topic area of the definite integral. So first, I will be talking about areas. Definite integration results in a value. It can be used to find an area bounded in part by a curve. Example, the integral of the function 3x squared plus 2dx with limits of integrations from 0 to 1 gives the area shaded on the graph as shown in the illustration. The limits of integrations there is 0 to 1 again, and it gives the boundaries of the area. So for x equals 0 is the lower limit, the left hand boundary, and x equals 1 is the upper limit or the right hand boundary. In finding the area, so again, to find an area of the function y equals 3x squared plus 2, so we integrate the integral of the function 3x squared plus 2 dx with limits of integrations from 0 to 1 is uh, 3. So therefore, the area of the shaded region is equals to 3. So to summarize, the definite integral of f of x dx with limits of integrations from a to b can also be written as the integral of y dx with limits of integrations from a to b gives the area between the curve y equals f of x, the x-axis, and the lines x equals a and x equals b, provided that the curve lies on or above the x-axis between the values x equals a and x equals b. So applying the properties of integration, we have here the functions f of x dx which is greater than 0 with limits of integrations from a to b, so therefore it lies above the x-axis. And for the functions z of x dx that is lesser than 0 with limit of integrations from a to b, then the graph lies below the x-axis. So the integral of f of x dx as shown in the figure with limits of integrations from a to b, so the area above the x-axis as shaded, it's equal to the area of the above the x-axis minus the area below the x-axis. So in finding the area, for example, of the function x squared minus 2x dx, that is with limit of integrations negative 1 to 0, and another, we have here the shaded portion, and another, we have the area of the functions x squared minus 2x dx with limits of integrations from 0 to 1. As we see, it's below the x-axis, so thus it is the negative integral of x squared minus 2x dx as shown in the shaded portion. So for parts of the curves below the x-axis, the definite integral is negative. So to answer the first question, the area of the functions with limits of integrations from negative 1 to 0. So first we integrate x squared minus 2x dx, and that's equal to x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared over 2. So with limits negative 1 to 0. So first we substitute the upper limit, that is equal to 0 as we simplify the value of 2. So it gives us 0 minus negative 1 cubed over 3 minus negative 1 squared. And thus it is equal to negative 1 times negative 1 third minus 1. So therefore the area is equal to 4 third. And for number 2 problem earlier, finding the area of the shaded region below the x-axis. So we have here the solution. Negative b is equal to the integral of x squared minus 2x dx with limits of integrations from 0 to 1. So again, we integrate. It gives us x cubed over 3 minus x squared with limits 0 to 1. And we have negative 1 third minus negative 1 minus 0, and the negative b is equal to negative 2 thirds. Therefore, the area of b is positive 2 thirds. So to summarize, an area is always positive. Second, the definite integral is positive for areas above the x-axis but negative for areas below the axis. To find an area, we need to know whether the curve crosses the x-axis between the boundaries. For areas above the axis, the definite integral gives the area. For areas below the axis, we need to change the sign of the definite integral to find the area. Exercises. Find the areas described in each question. So for number 1, the area between the curve y equals x squared, the x-axis and the lines x equals 1 and x equals 3. And for number 2, the area between the curve y equals the quantity x minus 1 times the quantity x minus 3, the x-axis and the x equals 2 and x equals 3. So you can pause the video and solve for these areas. And the answer of the exercises. For number 1, we have here the shaded region. For y equals x squared, we have a equals the integral of x squared dx with limits of integrations from 1 to 3 is equal to x cubed over 3 with limits of integrations from 1 to 3. So we have the answer, 3 cubed over 3 minus 1 cubed over 3. So that is equal to 8 and 2/3. For number 2, we have negative b is equal to the integral of x squared minus 4x plus 3 dx with limits of integrations from 2 to 3. So we have x cubed over 3 minus 2x squared plus 3x with limits from 2 to 3. It gives us the answer 2/3. Since it's negative 2/3, so therefore the area is always positive. So the area of the shaded region is equal to 2/3. An extension we have here the problem. The area bounded by a curve, the y-axis and the x and the lines y equals c and y equals d is found by switching the x and the y's in the formula. So, the integral of y dx with limits of integrations from a to b becomes the integral of x dy with limits of integrations from c to d. Example, to find the area between the curve y equals square root of x, the y-axis and the lines y equals 1, y equals 2, we need the integral of x dy with limits of integrations from c to d. So it gives us is also equal to the integration of y squared dy with limits of integrations from 1 to 2. And thus, the answer is 7/3. And we have our harder areas. Example, find the coordinates of the points of intersection of the curve and the line shown. Find the area enclosed by the curve and the line. So we have here the illustrations. Y equals 2x minus x squared and the line y equals x. So the solution is the points of intersections are given by x equals 2x minus x squared. Thus, x squared minus x equals 0. And if we factor it out, so it gives us x times the quantity x minus 1 equals 0. Thus, x equals 0, or we have x equals 1. So, the limit should be 0 to 1. So, as we substitute in y equals x, so we have x equals 0 and y equals 0, and x equals 1, and y is also equals to 1. The area required is the area under the curve between 0 and 1. So, is minus the area under the line a triangle. So, we have two methods to answer. Method number 1, area under the curve is equal to the integral of 2x minus x squared dx with limits of integrations from 0 to 1 is equal to x squared minus x cubed over 3 with limits from 0 to 1. And if we simplify it, it gives us 2/3. And the area of a triangle is equal to 1/2 in our basic geometry. 1/2 base times height, and the base is 1, the height is also 1. So therefore, 1/2 times 1 times 1 is also equal to 1/2. So the required area now is the area under the curve minus the area of a triangle, and we have 2/3 minus 1/2 is equal to 1/6. And for method numbers 2, we have, instead of finding two areas and then subtracting, we can subtract the functions before doing the integrations. So we get 2x minus x squared minus the x, and it gives us x minus x squared. So therefore, the area now is the integral of x minus x squared dx, the limits of integrations from 0 to 1 is equal to x squared over 2 minus x cubed over 3 with limits from 0 to 1, and it gives us 1/2 minus 1/3 minus the lower limit equals 0. Therefore, the area is still the same, 1/6. Another exercises. Find the points of intersection of the following curves and lines. Shown the graph in a sketch. Shade the region bounded by the graph and find its area. So for letter A, y equals x squared plus 2 and y equals x. And for letter B, y equals 4 minus x squared and y equals x plus 2. So you can pause the video and solve, but here is our solution. X squared plus 2 equals 6. So as we transpose the value 2, we have x squared minus 6 minus 2 is equal to x squared equals 4. And taking the square root of both sides, it gives us x equals plus and minus 2. So for y equals 6 for both points. So we have here the illustration. The shaded area is equal to the area of a rectangle minus the area under the curve. So area of under the curve is equal to the integral of x squared plus 2 dx with limits of integrations from negative 2 to 2 is equal to x cubed over 3 plus 2x with limit from negative 2 to 2. So it gives us 8 over 3 plus 4 minus the lower limit negative 8 over 3 plus 4. Simplifying, it gives us 16 over 3. Therefore, the area shaded is equal to the area of the rectangle that is equal to 6 times 4 that is equal to 24 minus the area under the curve that is equal to 16 over 3, and the answer is 18 on and 2/3. For letter B, the solution is this: y equals 4 minus x squared and y equals x plus 2. So we will equate these values of y. It gives us x plus 2 equals 4 minus x squared, and we have x squared plus x minus 2 equals 0. And if we factor it out, it gives us the quantity x plus 2 times the quantity x minus 1 equals 0. So therefore, x equals negative 2 and the other x equals 1, applying the zero product property. So as we substitute in y equals x plus 2, the values of x is negative 2, so therefore the value of y is 0. So x equals 1 and y equals 3. So we have here the illustration. We are going to find the area of the curve is equal to the integral of 4 minus x squared dx with limits of integrations from negative 2 to 1 is equal to 4x minus x cubed over 3 with limits of negative 2 to 1 is equal to 9. The area of the triangle is equal to 1/2 times base times height, and the base is 3 times the height is also 3. So it gives us 9 over 2. And the area shaded is equal to the area under the curve minus the area of a triangle. And it gives us 9 again. So if the curve crosses the x-axis between the limits of integration, part of the area will be above the axis and part below. Example, y equals x cubed between negative 1 and positive 1. So we have here the illustration. The symmetry of the curve means that the integral from negative 1 to positive 1 is 0. To find the area, we could integrate from 0 to 1. And because of the symmetry, we just double the answer. So for a curve which wasn't symmetrical, we could find the two areas separately and then add. You don't need to know how the formula for areas using integration was arrived at, but you do need to know the general ideas. And here it is. The area under the curve is split into strips. The area of each strip is then approximated by two rectangles, one above and one below the curve as shown here. So the exact area of the strip under the curve lies between the area of the two rectangles. So using 10 rectangles below and 10 above to estimate the area below a curve, we have here the illustration. And the greater accuracy would be given with 20 rectangles below and above, as shown in the illustration. So for exact answer, we let the number of rectangles approach to infinity. Thus, the exact area is squashed between two values which approach each other. These values becomes the definite integral. And that's all. Thank you for listening.